Welcome to Wednesday Word. Well, in the book of Hebrews, we've been reminded that we must pay most careful attention, therefore, to what we have heard so that we don't drift away. Hebrews 2 verse 1. Deeper discipleship will help us not to drift, and that is in part why we have sought to provide adult discipleship classes which commence this Sunday. The course I'll be running this coming year is on the Apostles' Creed. Now, for some of us, these words exercised by muscle memory roll off the tongue easily. However, for others, perhaps like me, they have not historically been part of Sunday worship, and so can seem a little perplexing. Well, to give a taste of some of what we'll be looking at, I thought I could briefly introduce 3 reasons why knowing and saying the creed could help us not to drift. Well, firstly, the Apostles' Creed helps us understand the story of the gospel. The Apostles' Creed comes in the form of a story. It has a beginning and an end. It begins with God as creator and moves to declare that God created our world and also works to save it. But it ends with the promise to finally restore it from the effects of sin and death. When we say it together, we remember the wonderful work of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, saving us to be a people of his own. And so creeds do keep us on the straight and narrow, but they also declare to us the glories of the gospel. But secondly, creeds provide, and the Apostles' Creed in particular, a summary of Christian teaching. Though not likely written by the apostles, it captures what was central to the message of the New Testament in just over 100 easily memorized words. And when we declare, I believe, we're also making a shared affirmation. It's not just what I believe, but what the church has believed across the ages and across the world. Tim Chester says that by saying the creed, we become part of a chain that spans the pages of history. He quotes, "We receive these truths from those who proclaim them to us, and the people who proclaim them to us receive them from a previous generation. This should humble us, for it reminds us that the gospel didn't start with us. And nor shouldn't it end with us. By saying these truths, we pass them on to future generations." But finally, also, the Apostles' Creed subverts the ideologies of our day. As we declare the Apostles' Creed, we are saying to the world that this is not reality. When we declare, I believe in God the Father Almighty, it's a statement of personal commitment. Here I stand. I believe. See, our world calls us to worship many idols, and our hearts too can often call us to worship ourselves. But the Apostles' Creed orients us aright. It helps us see reality, the way things truly are. And so saying the creed subverts the world's ideologies, but it can also silence a doubting and guilty heart. To say I believe could be one of the most radical things you could ever do. Well, why not consider signing up for one of our courses? Every blessing.